Hey tribe, it's me, Kiki T, and I'm back for another video with you ladies. So in today's video, we're going to be cleaning the floors as well as my prayer corner. I thought there was a calcium buildup in the corner, but it actually turned out to be paint. Go figure. So we just cleaned that up, and some of my pictures I cleaned up to decorate my house with. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why it's time to stop being a people pleaser. You need to stop being a people pleaser because it's not your responsibility to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's not your responsibility to make everybody else feel good, especially when you're not giving yourself the time to feel better and feel more emotionally healthy. If you are a people pleaser, it's likely that you've experienced a lot of narcissistic behavior, and you may not even be aware that you've been dealing with narcissists, but you have. So I did some research on this topic so I could give you guys like solid information. And I highly suggest if you find any of this like relevant to your life, if you find any of this relatable, then I highly suggest that you go and follow Dr. Ramani on YouTube. She is a psychologist, and I got a lot of the information that I'm getting ready to share from her. Very helpful, very informative, and very educational. Urban Kate's pillars are physical, emotional, and mental health. And so I'm a firm believer that your mental health is just as important as any other aspect of your health. So you'll hear me talking a lot about these three pillars and really just promoting health because it's important. And I think when it comes to dealing with narcissistic personalities, for me, I know that I wasn't even really aware that I was dealing with a narcissistic personality until I was. And so that's why I decided to make this video, because we do deserve better in our relationships, and we deserve to be aware of what's happening to us. And so I did some research, and if any of this is happening to you, you're going to know. Like, it's going to be very, very easy and very quick for you to recognize. So some things, the main thing that a narcissist is going to do to you is insult you. They're insulting you to have control. And Dr. Ramani goes into depth about that. So I really suggest that you go and watch her videos on this, because I'm not the psychologist, I'm not the expert, but I am capable of like sharing with you guys what I understand about it. So they are very dehumanizing. They're constantly going to try to make you feel like you aren't enough. And so I went ahead and put together 3 points on how you can manage the narcissistic relationships that you may have better, and how you can help yourself to feel better about yourself. And I just want to point out that just because you may have been hearing these insults all of your life doesn't mean you have to continue to accept these as your reality. So number 1 is going to be to set boundaries. Boundaries are healthy. I'm not going to stop saying it. Like, boundaries are healthy, not only for you, but for those around you. Think of it this way. When you aren't setting boundaries and you're allowing people to treat you any kind of way, eventually you're going to get fed up, and your bottle is going to fill up and you're going to explode, right? And so that's not healthy for those around you. And that's definitely not healthy for your mental health and your emotional being. So boundaries are something that are necessary, and they are healthy. If you're not able to set boundaries, or those around you are not respecting your boundaries, then it's time for you to get out of that relationship. Side note, I wanted to show you all my spring flowers. My grandma gave me some lilies. I killed the first ones, but she gave me some more, so it's fine. And then we're going to go ahead and sweep the floors and mop. I could have vacuumed, but I prefer sometimes to sweep. If I feel like it's too dirty in the house, then I prefer to sweep the floors because it gets more up. And that's how I was taught to really get the carpet clean. So back to what we were talking about. The next point that I'm going to share with you is to love yourself unapologetically. Stop apologizing for who you are. Stop dumbing yourself down because you feel like you're always too much in the room and everybody else is not enough. It's not that you're too much, it's that everybody else is not enough. So stop apologizing for who you are. You are who you are, and you should love who you are because there's only one you. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and not be apologetic about who you are. And don't allow people to gaslight you into thinking that you're not that, like you're not it. You are. And don't gaslight yourself either. Like, I know it can be easy to gaslight yourself because you have been conditioned to think about yourself in this specific way because you may have been being insulted all of your life. But don't do that to yourself. This is your chance to start really loving on yourself the way that you deserve to be. And so I went ahead and cleaned, after I mopped the floors, I cleaned the trash can. I wiped it down with the same towel, and then I went over with a bleach wipe to make sure it was clean because, Charlie throws stuff away now, and I don't want her touching all the nastiness on the trash can, all the germs. So the third point, I'm going to go a little bit into depth about gaslighting, and so we can have an understanding of what gaslighting is, and we can recognize if it's happening to us. So in simplest terms, gaslighting is invalidating your emotions or devaluing your experiences. This is typical in a narcissistic personality because, well, I don't really know why, but it's typical when you're dealing with a narcissist to be devalued and have your experiences devalued. Like, they will try to make you feel like what you've experienced is not a reality when it's your reality, even though it might not be something that they understand or maybe not something they have been through, but it's your reality. And so that's gaslighting. Like, if the people around you are trying to make you feel insecure in how you're feeling based on what you've been through, that's gaslighting. And ultimately, gaslighting is designed to break your spirit in a sense. So why is it so important to stop people pleasing? Simple. You don't want to deal with narcissistic personalities for the rest of your life. It's not normal. It's not healthy. And you don't have to deal with that. You deserve better. Your emotions towards the experiences that you've had, the way you respond to your life is valid, and people don't get to have the power over you to tell you how to respond to life, to your life. That's backwards, and it's not a healthy way to live. If any of this hits home with you, I highly, highly suggest that you go and watch Dr. Ramani's videos on this to get more information. And I went ahead and put a new shower curtain up in my bathroom. This is how it turned out. And then this is how my prayer corner turned out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you share this with someone you think could use it. And I will see you ladies tomorrow. Bye.